perfect place for a perfect man. And he looked at man and said, man is perfect. However, he's perfect, but it's not good. That's where men and demons come in place. Paul said, everything to me is lawful. And men, we have this sense of arrogance. We were created first in the image and likeness of God. Women don't have that statement stand on. God made me after him. We're all fearfully and wonderfully made, but woman was made out of me. He put me to sleep. And the only reason why you're here is because of me. So that makes me more important. Don't get it twisted. God had a relationship first with the man by design. He could have easily made man and woman like that, but he didn't. The problem with men, we don't realize that to whom much is given, much is required. We think since we've been given so much, then we're entitled to so much. And we're men are vulnerable in our spirit. Is an area of accountability. Let me get back to accountability. Where God created man, formed him with his own hands, shaped and blew into his nostrils of his own breath, that made man special. It made man first. It made man the son of God, not the begotten, but the created son of God. Before there was a Jesus, there was an Adam. Jesus only became necessary because of what Adam failed at. Because Adam was given it all. When I say it all, I mean it all. Adam walked around the only creation that was like him. He wasn't related to the orangutans and the monkeys. He was the only one, which is why God ultimately said it's not good for him to be alone. And this is very, very sensitive to God. It's a difficult thing for me. I feel the heaviness of it. I want to try to articulate it. God was in existence forever. If you think about the past, think about the forever past. God existed in the forever past. Everything else had a beginning. God had no beginning. So God did not miss out on anything or anybody because God was in existence before there was anything or anybody. As a matter of fact, anything or anybody that was in existence was there because of him. God does not know what it's like to be lonely. Because the nature of God is self-sustaining. He didn't say, you know, let me make man. He said, let us make man. Because God is so complete. He's so lacking nothing. He doesn't need companionship. The operative word here is need. So you need companionship. Well, you know what God said in his infinite wisdom? Blows me away. God said, I want companionship. I don't need it. I've been God, I've been me, I've been A, Asher, A, I've been the Alpha and Omega as long as there was. And I will continue to be. And I don't need anybody. Besides me, there is no other. But God desired companionship. That's why he made man. Can you imagine putting your all into a companion and then that companion fails? Y'all won't work with me. Can you imagine putting your all into someone else and then that someone else fails? Not only do they fail you, well, they don't look to you as the source of the life that they have. Everything that they have. Everything that they have, everything that they are, everything that they ever hope to be was put in them by God. As soon as they got it, they said, I'll take it from here, I got it. And they walked away. Can you imagine how that made God feel? I think about a husband and wife. If the wife is a really, really good cook, why is a man trying to study to be a good cook? This isn't a competition. You ain't gonna make ribs better than her. If she's already a good cook, why are you trying to cook? Say thank you and eat. Somebody say amen. Amen. But no, not mankind. We want to be like God. We want to eat the fruit that's going to turn us into who God is. We want the knowledge that God has, so we can be self-sustaining. So rather than acknowledge our shortcomings, we want to try to be more than who we are. The woman ate of the fruit. She looks alive. Adam ate of the fruit. He felt like he was still living, but now whenever God shows up, they got to run and hide. What kind of relationship is that? God didn't want that kind of relationship with man. The reason why God came in the cool of the day, because he wanted to relax and he wanted to chill with his boy. It's time for fellowship. Can you imagine God wanting to spend time with you? You know what the angel said? What is man that thou art mindful of him? Or all the Son of Man that thou visited him? You made him Lord of the angels, but you're hanging out more with him than you're hanging out with us. And we live in heaven. We ain't trying to get here. Adam messed up so royally that the ideal relationship that he had wasn't with Eve, it was with God. Which is why the demon sought after the woman to beguile her, and he seek after the man, because the man had a relationship. If the man had been working on his relationship, he'd have found himself talking to his wife rather than the serpent talking to his wife. But I digress. If the man were fulfilling the relationship, listen, whenever you got a good relationship, you know what you become? When you have a good relationship, you know what you become by default. Not only do you become better, but you become an example. People that want good relationships start looking at you because you got one. What are you doing? How are you doing it? When God hits reset and God saves us, he wants to restore us to the relationship that he had in the garden. He wants to spend time with you. God does. Why me? I love to say that you were special. Not just you. You want to spend time with everybody. You know God spends time with the trees? God spends time with nature. God spends time with all of his creation. And they all respond to him. I remember what you did, and I'm going to worship you forever. I don't have much to say because I'm a rock. But Jesus said, if these hold their peace, the rocks will cry out. If you don't clap your hands, the trees will clap their hands. Because they were not just witnesses of what he did for you. They were there, but they were recipients of what God did. You don't think when a little green sprout comes up out of the ground, that the tree doesn't have a party? What do you call a party where you have before the baby gets there? A shower. I got another little sprout, probably, yeah, we're going to have a shower. And that shower helps the little plant grow, right? Everybody gets involved. The clouds. God wants you to realize where the restoration point is. They hid themselves because they were afraid. You should not fear. You should not ever be afraid of God. God doesn't want you to. God does not want you to fear Him. You know what makes us fear God? It isn't because God's scary. God is not scary. What makes us fear God is us. Situations that we put ourselves in that we're ashamed of. They went to cover up stuff that they never had to cover up before. The Bible literally said they were naked, the man and his wife, but they were not ashamed. But as soon as sin comes into your life and your marriage and your family, you're ashamed. The stuff you got to cover up, the stuff you got to hide, the stuff that you got to keep out of sight. You know your house is holy when you don't have to hide anything. God wants you not to have to hide. What makes you think God doesn't already know about it? Okay. All right. Verse 9, God called unto Adam. He did not call him to Eve because here again, this is where it comes down to whom much is given, much is required. God gave dominion over all of the earth and everything in it to Adam. So when things start going south, God knew they went south. He's calling Adam on the platform. Now, Adam might be hiding because he ate the fruit, because that woman gave him the fruit, but it's not the woman's fault. He told the woman about the fruit. It could have stopped right there. There would have been restoration for the whole family if Adam had not partook in the fruit. But you know what? Eve's problem was the serpent. Adam's problem was the woman. Out of everything that God told him, he listened to the woman instead of God. Not that the woman had very much to say, because Adam had already taught the woman about the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. But she listened to the serpent over her husband. See, we've been having these issues ever since. Authority issues. Not giving authority where respect where authority is due. Not following the plan of God, not letting the plan of God being uncomfortable. Why do you pick the movie all the time? Why can't I pick the movie sometimes? Nobody said you couldn't pick the movie. But why is this even an issue? All we need to do is talk about it. All we need to do is talk about it. God did not ever establish things in the garden 50-50. There are things he held Adam for. You know what things he held Adam for? You know what Adam was accountable for? Everything. That's why God's calling Adam right now. He says, I know Eve responsible. Eve is responsible to you. She messed up with you, you call her. Right now, I gave you dominion, so you give me accountability. God calls Adam. And he says, where art thou? First of all, God knows where you are. If God says, where are you? He's not looking for you to give him an answer. He's looking for you to talk with him. Which you should have been doing all the time. Had you been in conversation with him, had you been in communion with him, you wouldn't have messed up. He's trying to get you back on track by opening the door of conversation. Because at some point, Adam stopped talking to God, which is what got him in trouble in the first place. Adam wasn't talking to God, Adam was talking to Eve. And that influenced him to do the wrong thing. Husbands, I'm not saying don't talk to your wife, but I'm saying talk to God. And make sure that you're talking to God more than you're talking to your wife. So that when you talk to your wife, you can give her some leadership. And y'all not somewhere figuring stuff out together. You ain't supposed to figure stuff out. You're supposed to go to God, God's supposed to give you an answer, and you're supposed to tell her the answer, and you all walk that out together. Y'all don't like me. Y'all don't like me. 10. He said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked. And I hid myself. I was naked, and because of the way I felt about that, I wasn't comfortable in your presence. What about the presence of God makes you uncomfortable? The presence of God is present for you to be there with him. You don't think God got nothing better to do to come down, open himself, be magnified to the point where the presence of the Lord is here? The presence of the Lord. If the presence of the Lord is here, it's here for you. He's here for fellowship. God doesn't come to your house and God does not come to your house to waste his time. Yeah. God comes to your house to make his presence known. To fill your thoughts and your mind with him so you quit thinking about other stuff. The presence of the Lord should change your mind, shouldn't it? Amen. I mean, if God is standing in your living room, there's some things you just won't do. I don't care how mad you get. The presence of the Lord is a sobering presence. I never drank, but if you were drunk, if the presence of the Lord shows up, I think it would sober you right up, wouldn't it? If you had a buzz, I think the presence of the Lord would just kill you a little buzz.